So, Dan, where are we?
We are in the piping school, affectionately known by the staff as the Grace Note Factory.
Grace Note Factory, I love that. That's a cool name.
So this was originally the crypt of the old Cowcaddens Parish Church. I'm going to take you around and show you where the practice rooms are. I'll pop one open. They're pretty much generic.
Okay. Cool.
The thing that's interesting about this building is the renovation started end of 1993 and the place was opened in 1996. And other than the aesthetics, the setup of these rooms has essentially been the same. So let's have a look here. I should be able to. There you go.
Okay. Oh, double doors.
So we've got a soundproof setup here. You can see this is just a little practice room. If I pop a light on there, we've got curtains in here that just kind of dampen things.
Yeah, and that's it. Not much.
Dead simple. Spartan, I know, but what it allows us to do is manage environments as well. But again, these spaces would have been tombs, they would have been crypts originally. And these are all pretty much the same. Right? The only difference is the one at the top and the one at the bottom are slightly bigger.
Right, okay.
We can see here we've got Seamus O'Neill, one of the founders of the College of Piping, Major General Frank Richardson, who was a great Pembroke authority and judge. In fact, when I was a boy, coming to workshops here, there was a problem with the air conditioning and it would make a hoo noise. Right. And I remember being told that was the ghost of Seamus McNeill haunting the place. This is where we store our water, next to the lift.
I see, yeah, very, very glamorous. Yeah.
This is some dangerous stuff.
That's where you keep all your electric, yep.
All our danger is kept in there. Yeah. I have no idea what's in here. Same with these things. And we're back to more practice rooms. So behind there's like the air conditioning and a bunch of stuff for managing the kitchens.
Just more practice spaces?
Just more practice spaces, yeah. And like I say, they can be a little bit pokey, but you can get your pipes up in them. You'll be able to hear what you're doing. They are available for buttons on the hour. So interesting thing here. So Sandy Grant Gordon, Sandy Grant, was one of the Grant family that are associated with Glenfiddich. Glenfiddich, of course, a major sponsor of Piping Live, a major sponsor of piping. What I always say to people is, if you're a piper and you're going to get somebody a gift of a bottle of whiskey, get them a bottle of Glenfiddich. It'll come round to help you at some point. But this tune's written by Pipe Major Angus MacDonald, the very first director of piping here at the National Piping Centre. Yes. Big Angus just sadly passed away about a year and a half after the place opened. But it was a huge character, and if you get the big blue tutor book, Angus is in the front cover in all his gear. So this is one of our two kind of larger rooms. This is the Robertson Trust room. So what you'll notice is all the rooms have a dedication on them. So they were sponsored by someone. So the actual fitting of them was paid for, in this case, the Robertson Trust. And this one over here, the Highland Society of London. Who sponsored the gold medals, of course.
There you go. Yeah.
So if we just make our way through, we're coming back round. So on the left here is the kitchens for our 5-star bistro, the Piper's Tryst.
Yes, I had a good feed of breakfast in there this morning, yep.
The Pipe Major's breakfast, everything you could possibly want on the plate. And this is a kind of trophy cabinet. There's a lot of interesting bits and pieces in here. Like we've got the kind of Glasgow Highland Games Association. That's the North American or the American Scottish one. I can read it whatever way. Various sort of UK event awards. We've got some of the kind of interesting things, bagpipes that have been given to us by visitors from various different cultures. These things down here are all related to the Armed Forces of Oman, who we have a long-standing educational relationship with.
Oh, there's it. Yeah, the Royal
so
Army
there's things in there like you get the Masters overall winner. So the other one here is out for engraving. Alan Bevan's the current winner. So he's getting his name put on it by the end of the week. That'll be there.
There you go.
And then we come kind of back round to the top of the school. So in this sort of centre section here is kind of our biggest breakout area, our biggest practice room, and that's the Collinson room, the Francis Collins room, again sponsored by it.
There you go.
Cool. So I mean that is in essence the piping school.
That's downstairs. Yep.
There's the common room here. Here's Matt McKaiser.
Hello, Matt. How you doing? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
So we're getting a bit of a tour in a minute here. So up the stairs.
You follow me up these slightly dangerous stairs. Okay. So we're rolling up the stairs here. We've got the Piper's Tryst here on the left. Various folks from all over the world eating, enjoying there.
There you go.
Upstairs we have our auditorium. So that's where the Masters is held. That's where a lot of our recital stuff's held. Oh, morning.
Hi.
Take you up there a bit.
This is going to be busy in here. But
Yeah, so this is the main thoroughfare. Interesting, this dark space down here, this is what we refer to as the Highland Library, just past the Gents. That's the biggest repository of information on the Great Highland Bagpipe on planet Earth.
wow,
Nowhere else has the same stuff we do.
it's amazing. And
so
I
as
love
we-
these photos too, all from different piping lives over the years.
Yeah, and that's like everything from its inception in 2004 up to the present day. There's actually more stuff on the opposite wall as well.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Which got,
There you go. So, anything else to show us then, Dan?
Well, I'll see if we can just jump into the Museum of Piping for a second and show you a couple of curios in there. So here we are in the bagpipe shop. This is probably a one-stop shop for everything piping that you'd require in Glasgow. So, because we're a bit pushed for time, I'm just going to show you a couple of wee cool things.
Go for it, Dan, yeah.
Sorry. So this is kind of a Angus Mackay, John McCall collection. So this side here is dedicated to John McCall. We actually have a set of pipes that John was given as a retirement gift when he left Lorries in about 1915. You see the pictures over there. I don't know where they are just now, but there you go. So this is all kind of dedicated to John. Over here we've got a bunch of his medals. We have a lot of Robert Reed's medals as well.
Wow.
And over here we've got Angus Mackay himself.
Yeah.
But the museum, we've had various sort of relationships with private collectors, with the National Museums, all that sort of stuff, to provide a very brief walkthrough. It's not a terribly big room, but we cover everything from kind of primordial bagpiping, the kind of 12th and 13th century piping, all the way through to the mid 20th century in here. And there's some, I would say to anyone visiting, it's very easy to just wander around very quickly. You need to read every single plaque in here to get a sense of the gravity of history that is in front of you.
Serious amount in this small space. Yeah, so is there anything in this collection yourself, Dan, that you would pick out as being your particular favourite?
My favourite thing in here, I'll show you this, right? My favourite thing is this thing.
Whoa, what the heck is that?
This is a reed making machine.
Wow.
It was from the College of Piping collection, and it's been suggested it was used at Granger and Campbell's, at McRae's before that. But it's got 4 beds, and what happens is you crank the wheel, and the blades all move on the beds. So you would take one piece of cane from bed to bed. Mm-hmm. So I think one side's practice chanter reeds, one side's full-size pipe chanter reeds.
Yeah.
And the idea is that all the kind of heavy lifting of chiselling down reeds would be done by the machine very quickly.
All automated. Yeah.
So you could essentially get 2 practice chanter and 2 pipe chanter reeds immediately. But another thing is this is a 3D printed set of bellows pipes as well. I think they're just a cool thing.
Are they Donald's?
Yeah, they would be Donald's, yeah.
Wow.
We've got the mouse pipes too.
The mouse pipes as well?
I just think they're very cool.
Yeah.
They do work. They actually work. It's very difficult to actually blow softly enough, but they do work. They make a noise.
Fingers on that chanter though.
Yeah.
Like, look at that.
Teeny tiny fingers, matchstick fingers. And these tools up here are these were used by David Thau in his bagpipe making.
Wow. There you go. Dan, thanks so much for giving us a very quick tour of the Piping Centre.
No problem.
I have to say, it is quite busy today because we are in the thick of piping live, so thank you for giving us a bit of a whistle tour.
My pleasure, Abby, anytime.
Thanks, man.